Good morning everybody, that runner Matt here, and welcome to the race day vlog for the Chalgrove 10k plus the 3 Chinmoy 2 miler. We have got 2 races today. Maybe not exactly what you would call a fantastic recovery after doing a marathon, but it has been 8 days, and I did motivation after 4 days last year, so we'll be fine. But yeah, Chalgrove 10k, we are back. It was last on in 2022, and then before that it was last on in 2019, which was when I last did it. And yeah, it is back on. It's in the Grand Prix. I believe they said it's taken Hornton 6's place. If you do recall, that was the hilly race from last year that I won, and I recorded it, but I forgot to turn the stabilisation on the camera, so it's very sickening and a horrible watch. But anyway, yeah, round number 5, I believe, of the Grand Prix now. And yes, I'm just waiting for Henry Vincent, who I don't think I've ever met before. He's going to come and give me a lift to Chalgrove, and we will see you after the drive there. Right, here we are on the warm-up, trying to keep it nice and chilled, as you'd expect. Just don't want to overshoot anything, just trying to figure out what we're doing on the course. Obviously I've done it before, it has been a while. So I last raced this in 2019. They were off for 2020 and 2021 due to the disease that must not be named. Back on in 2022, and then yeah, I believe it's because I think it was like a Rotary club that organised the race. They they basically just struggled to keep it going because a couple of people were like stepping down from the group and they couldn't find any replacements to keep it going. But yeah, we're back on and running, which is nice. In terms of the actual race, I've just got to keep in mind that I've got 3 this evening, so I don't want to overcook myself, which does bring me to my next point, in that I've already seen Marcus Chantry, so that might be not first, which is, you know, not the end of the world. But I was sort of hoping to win this because I haven't actually won this race before. James Bolton's here, so unless I feel like absolute dynamite, I think the plan will be to run with James and sort of hope that's for second place. And then if Marcus sits back with us, then that's good for me. Hopefully I can try and outkick him or something, although if motivation's anything to go by, that won't happen. Right, it's coming up to a K. I'm going to stop and do some, I think I'll use that. That was probably a great shot. Right, so yeah, I'll do some drill strikes whatever on that bit over there. Finish the warm-up. Just see people coming in over there. That is where we parked. Like over, where is it? I think the field's over there. And then you walk down there and then across, and then the festival's over there. But yeah, let's get some drills done and crack on from there.
I guess I should probably just go through the sort of ailments. I mean, I'm not too bad. 8 days post London. I still sort of wonder to myself how I ran 5:20s at motivation 4 days after, but yeah, right hip flexor's a bit tight, as proved by yesterday's run. Just did 10 miles. Obviously I want to try and get the mileage back up, but also I've got 2 races today, so didn't want to overshoot it. Apart from that, I don't feel too bad. It's probably just like lack of speed in the legs really, so we'll just sort of have to, as I said, hope that me and Bolton will be fighting for second and go from there. I mean, there's potentially people from a bit further eastward, as this is like right in the southeast bottom of Oxfordshire, so you never know, might be some other fast boys showing up. But I mean, at the same time, I don't want to resign myself to not winning. Marcus might have a poor race, he might overshoot it, who knows. But yeah, just need to finish warm up now, get some proper strides in, and then probably straight into the race.
Going down.
Oi! Gracias. On Henry! On Henry, let's go!
Yeah, I was right with it.
Go on, Shayla! Come on, Nath! Come on, Nath, let's go! Right, time for a short cool down. Obviously don't want to go too far with 3 in mind later, but yeah, same sort of story as motivation last year really, in that I just had no extra gear. I just sort of held the effort level and pace. Heart rate wasn't going, I mean I think it was a lower heart rate than it was at White Horse from what I remember. I've just got sort of 190 as a sort of base race heart rate now. So that's exactly where it was today. Yeah, feeling it in the legs a little bit right now. Just give them a good enough shake out. Yeah, I wasn't quite sure how that Alex there, who was obviously he finished second, but yeah, he looked a little bit worse for wear come the end of that, but yeah, I don't think I'd have been in any fit state to hang with him today. To be fair, I probably should have hung back a bit more and tried to run with James a bit more, but I thought it would be better, like in the end I thought it would be better to hold the lead, or well, the lead, third, and just not have it come down to anything too quick. I'd like to think I can beat James over a sprint finish, but at the same time, I don't know how much speed I've got in the legs. So, yeah. I mean, we'll find out later how much speed I've got in the legs. And the men's team, I reckon we were third. Headington, I don't know how much camera time I put after the finish. After I finished, but there was 5 of them in before Theo, who was our second, so they were definitely first. I wasn't expecting anything less, to be honest. Again, we've had to cut out a huge team to get that, but yeah, I'm pretty sure Woodstock was second team, obviously with James in, and they had a couple in after Theo. So it might be quite close, but I definitely think we're third if we're not second. Although I'm not quite sure how everything got on. Not as well as they have at Low Motivation or anything like that, definitely. But yeah, it'll just be one of those that we have to find out later. Because as far as I'm aware, they're not doing team prizes here either. So yeah, I think with that we'll move on to the prize giving.
Moving on to the overall male race, the overall men's race, open race. Coming down to a sprint finish to the line in a very close race. In third place, we have Matthew Locke from Whitney Road Runners with a time of 33 minutes and 43 seconds. In second place, we have Alex Bampton from Oxford University AC in a time of 31 minutes and 58 seconds. And in third place, by a whole 3 seconds at the line, we have Marcus Shaptree from Headington Road Runners in a time of 31 minutes and 55 seconds.
I'll check at home and I'll send the details in.
Well done, well done.
Right, that is race 1 done and dusted. Just come back to the homestead, obviously. Thank you to Henry for the lift both there and back. Just need to basically just chill out for a couple of hours. Probably do a bit of London editing, which obviously I very much hope will be out by now. Otherwise something has gone terribly wrong. And then, yeah, we'll be leaving at about 6:15, maybe a bit earlier. Just make sure we get there in plenty of time. Because, you know, travelling to Oxford at 5:30 could be a nightmare. So, yeah, let's just chill out for a couple of hours, refuel, get in the mindset, try and, you know, reinvigorate the mind to get going again for another race in a couple of hours. Let's get to it.
Right, good evening everyone, and what a beautiful evening it has turned out to be. Have a sun. Warm up number 2 for the 3 Chinmoy 2-miler, the first of the series of 4, with the first 3 that count towards the series. So we do a 2-mile, and then 2 weeks later we do a 3-mile, and then 2 weeks later we do another 3-mile. It used to be 2, 3, 4, but they've dropped it down a little bit now, make it a bit more accessible, which is what it's all about. Kind of similar to, you know, parkrun in terms of inclusion and that sort of.
Right, so I'm just going to interject here as putting the camera into my left hand. Apparently the wind was going in such a direction that it made putting the camera in my left hand impossible to hear what I was saying, because apparently it was even windier at Cutterslow in the evening than it was at Chalgrove in the morning. But not to worry, these things happen. So basically all I was saying was basically that Max, the race will be between me and Max unless someone that we don't know from potentially Abingdon or Headington rocks up, which is unlikely. I mean, there were quite a few Abingdons there in the end. But yeah, I had tried to convince Max to do Chalgrove in the morning, but he wanted to focus on Chalgrove. Sorry, he wanted to focus on Street Chinmoy. So yeah, that was just the way it was going to go. I was a little bit tired. He wasn't. And yeah, back to me.
Hopeful that I'll beat him in the 2 3-milers as well, in the 2 3-milers. So then I'll beat him in the series. You know, this was ended up being quite, I won't go as far as saying trivial, but I was out doing much longer warm-ups, doubles on this for this series last year, mainly because I knew who was at the first one and then sort of figure it out from there. But yeah, tonight's going to be a bit of a tight one. Might make for some interesting race footage. I probably should go out hard myself, because he'll definitely outkick me with how my legs are. Just after, especially how they felt this morning, just no extra gear whatsoever. So just hope he can. I can try and make a bit of a gap, potentially up here, and he can't catch it. But I'm not gonna warm up very far because I am pooped already. I've also gone for the Vaporflies. Gone against the Alphas tonight, as the Vapors are better over the shorter distances. So take a risk, give those a spin. I have tried to sell them before. So, yeah, we'll definitely be in. Whether I use them for the 2 3-milers, I'm not sure quite yet. But I'll let you know, because I've got things in the pipeline in terms of shoes. So we shall see. But yeah, I need to force myself to do some more drills, get the legs firing, get the fast twitch fibres going, and yeah, I might not record the drills today, this evening, pretty much exactly what I did this morning, which you've already seen. So yeah, with that, probably hand it over to Tavan, who will give us a little speech before the start of the race.
So when we start, especially here, do take care because So we'll just have one aphorism by Chinmoy, the founder of the.
Do you think I can outkick you? You're a brave man.
Self-transcendence joy unmistakably knows no equal. So I hope you all have some self-transcendence today. So it's 2 miles, 2 laps. And if you'd like to move to the start.
I can't go fist bump everyone, it's a bit much.
Is everybody ready? Ready, Mark?
Oh! Ah, well, that'll do. You hear a horn, you can go. Right, very short cool down, just do another lap of the course, almost finished it anyway, as you can tell, probably by the wind, if not by the shot that we are at the top of the hill, and well, you saw it here first, bested by Max over 2 miles, and it wasn't slow either. 10, I think he ran 10:07 and I got 10:12, which I think I would have been happy with in general, let alone after this morning. But yeah, kept me honest, and I mean, in all honesty, I could have gone about a minute slower and I still would have been second, but it's good to get the legs spinning properly at that proper top end, so you know, knock it off as a double threshold sort of day thing. You know what the pros do, but I just sort of go and run. But yeah, I'm happy with that. It's not necessarily about the position, but that will give me a good sort of, training effect and such for in general. And hopefully that'll set me up for the next 2 to 3 milers, and indeed probably motivation as well. I had a nice chill week after London, 2 races today, and let's get back on it.
Right, that is it. Second race in the books. Obviously it is tomorrow morning, because, it is light outside again. Obviously got back a bit too late to be bothering with an outro, anything like that. But yeah, 2 races in the books. Not quite the 2 firsts I was hoping for, but, I can't be disappointed with either result, to be honest, based on how the legs were. I did a marathon 8 days ago. I really should be a bit more sort of, happy that I'm even getting to where I am only 8 days after. But, these things happen, and, I just got to push on the next 2 3 Chinmoys and beat Max over the 2 3 milers. And, I still got, I'd assume 99 points or maybe 98 at Chalgrove. So that'll still be more than plenty to, get the overall score up. And I'm not quite sure how the men's team did just yet, but I might post it in the full race video, which obviously will come out after this. So yeah, I will once again thank Henry for the Monday morning lift, and Kirsty for the evening lifts. And yeah, all the volunteers that were at both races. Thank you very much for getting both races on. And, Chalgrove back on. Hopefully it'll go from strength to strength. We'll get a lot more people there next year. Potentially not on the same day as Sri Chinmoy. Keep doing that. But yeah, we'll leave it there. So, if you did enjoy, please do like, share, subscribe. All the good stuff. And until the next one, trust the process. Bye.